Could somebody please tell me what is wrong with Fox News? Is there anybody that can make me understand the heart of the so-called Christians, people of God, on Fox News? Is there anybody can make me understand? Because I really want to. The heart of the people on Fox News. Fox News is one of the major reasons America is where it is. Fox News advocates for Russia. Fox News advocates for every other country that is all white except America. They are not for us, y'all. Also, as a child of God myself, have studied his word and know who he is, what he embodied. I am confused as a child of God. How do you get on Fox News, as I heard a gentleman say? Basically saying the people have to beg. The governor needs to beg for help. Listen, I truly believe this fire was man-made. This fire was lit. This fire is a plan, a part of a bigger plan. This fire has the 1% billionaire's name written all over it, along with Trump, of course. Yeah. For the uneducated, let me break it down to you. And for the educated, you guys are going to understand it. When you can bring infrastructure down, when you can burn everything down, you can hurt the financial structure of the government, then you feel as though I have a hard time getting the people to receive you, to accept you, and to do what you say, to obey. How else do you do it? You have to bring people to their needs. To their knees. Financially. They have to really need you. And what I am seeing and what I believe, this fire was lit. Because how is it that it started in different parts of California? First, we had the truck that ran through the crowd, killing 14 people, injuring over 35. Then we had the Tesla that blew up in front of the Trump Tower. Both of the gentlemen that were driving both vehicles were connected from the military. There were also maggots. Thirdly, then we had the Mack truck on the interstate in Greenville that stated he had explosive aboard. All of these just random, these were not isolated situations. These were all planned. Yeah. So you heard the biggest mouth when the fire started and things started burning down. Truth Social was going off like a child was on a game. America, this is what you wanted? This is what you wanted? This is what you choose? You choose a man that don't have the patience of a 3-year-old, You choose a man that don't have the clarity of thought and education of a 3-year-old to be the leader of the free world? Really? America is embarrassing. Then you got the one with the Starlink that I truly believe has something to do with the election. Believe it or not. One day we'll get the truth on that. But really, America, you got to wake up. This man come to divide us. Divided, we fall. Together we stand. We cannot stand if we are divided. Republican, Democrat, they have both of them in California. And at this point in time, there is a need. Everybody is in need. Stop putting people against people. Stop putting American against American. We are all God's children. And at this point in time, there is a greater need in LA. But over there on Twix and on Truth Social, they are crying the state down. They're crying the governor down. They're crying the mayor down. They're crying the first responders down. Like, how low can you go? How low can you go? You are soulless. You are spineless. And you cannot be a follower of Christ. And you say that you love him. And you are gloating in the downfall of American people, a people, period. It is not God's will. He wants us to love one another. He carries our burdens. Why can't we do that for one another? Why knock a man down even lower when he's already down?
I'm just sitting here thinking, man, how people got a whole lot to say about what you're going through in your life when people have no clue of what God is doing for you. But it's amazing to me how we have all these professional analysts that got something to say about somebody else. And most of the time, they're way off. It reminds me of Job's friends saying, man, you must be cursed, or you must have done something really wrong to be going through this kind of test, Job. Even his wife had the nerve to say, you might as well curse God and die. And Job said, that's what I'm not going to do. Sometimes the magnitude of the test reflects the magnitude of the blessing. So if you're going through a big storm, God may be preparing you for a big blessing. Your job is to get to the other side of it to see the goodness of the Lord, because this will be a big year for you.
The problem now is Republicans appear to want to attach their "I told you so's" as a condition of funding California's disaster relief.
I expect that there will be strings attached to money that is ultimately approved.
I think there should probably be conditions on that, Dave. That's my personal view.
Before we put funds into place, we've got to find out exactly how we're going to hold these leaders accountable and what sort of policy changes are required.
There can't be a blank check on this.
They don't deserve anything, to be honest with you, unless they show us they're going to make some changes.
Really, Senator? From Alabama? The state near the bottom in math, reading, and test scores. Next time you get hit by we have a little parent-teacher conference to see that if you got your scores up, you would get the money. Or actually, let's not do it, because you'll get the money anyway, because that is psychotic. There's something wrong with you. And you know what? And here's the thing. I can do the Daily Show thing. I can run down all the congresspeople and senators on the right calling for conditions on disaster aid that absolutely had the opposite view when it was their state on the line.
We need to do everything we can. We have citizens that are literally going to get worse by the day.
Because I can do it, but it doesn't even matter. I'm not even going to do it because red states are always the tragic victims of circumstance outside of their control. And Democrats always vote for their aid, whereas blue state disasters are a function of their flawed morality and policy. And if we help blue state survivors, well, what message will that send? What lesson will they learn? But fine. If strings must be attached, what be the strings?
The problem with California is forestry management.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I didn't. It's true. The management of the forest. You have to rake the leaves and shut down the illegal elf tree cookie factories. I understand. And what a great, utterly anodyne suggestion. I mean, what forest couldn't be managed better? I mean, if you've been to a forest lately, chaos. It's chaos. It's the dirt and leaves and I want to see the manager. Okay, so we get the money if we have better forest management. Everybody then gets food and clothes. What else?
They've not done the necessary work to make sure there's fresh water flowing into key areas.
Oh, water. Yeah, no question. No question. Water for the fire. I'm going to get that message to the firefighters. Toot sweet. Water is so important. Water is a terrific fire. I don't even want to say the R word. But as I always say, what do you got there, mister? A fire? Nothing like water. Water works on all kinds of fire, except for one kind of fire, but I don't know which one that is. But odds are with you. Point taken. But forest management and get some water up here, and then your children may have blankets. These are all great pointers on how to mitigate fires, and I'm sure California has absolutely been trying. Water and forest management, maybe not good enough, but they have it. There's one thing you might not be considering as you criticize them, and that's this. I don't know what kind of a system you can develop that completely mitigates the risk of fire, plus drought conditions, plus 60 to 80 mile per hour winds, plus delicious wood. Look at this. Look what's happening right there. Do you see this? Rake your way out of that. You understand? I love the blame game. I love the blame game. I play it all the time. But the fires aren't out. And the only thing that would stop that is the absence of oxygen. Which, if I'm being honest, we could do. Hear me out. There's something called a cloche. A cloche is a covering. You've probably seen it in pie shops. You can put a cloche. Now, if I'm just very quickly, guys, that's the continental-sized cloche that we had on a previous program suggested for immigration reform. We need a little more casual. Guys, can you check on the sideboard behind the gravy frigates? It's not. If it's not there, it's under the sink. The California. That's it. The California cloche. Airtight. It's the best way to smother a Los Angeles-sized fire. And if you live in New Jersey, keep a pie fresh in a diner for 8 to 9 years. The cloche. I am going to make cloche happen. Years from now. And then I'm going to get a hat that says, Jon Stewart was right about everything. Hey, look. Hey, all you idiots are dead. Told you so. But these people don't actually care. They're not actually trying to find a solution. They're just trying to work their pet issues into this tragic situation.